Hey boaters, Keith McGowan here. I'm the Outboard Dad here to help you have a better boating experience. Today we're going to tear into this. It's already torn apart. We're going to put it back together. We're going to get this block going, 750 horsepower, 250 horsepower Yamaha OX66 motor, not a 750 horsepower. I haven't seen that motor yet. Anyways, it's a little late. It's Friday night, and I want to get this done for Brad. I haven't had anything to drink really. Anyway, we're going to start with the crankshaft. We're going to make sure we get our lube set up. We're probably going to have to mix up a little more of my special lube. Don't forget my used outboard motor buying guides for sale on Amazon right now for $20. So if you're looking to buy a used outboard motor or a boat with an outboard motor on it, this is a great guide. It's a grab and go. It doesn't have a deep dive into any specific motor. It has a list of tools, a bunch of pictures and things to look for and tests you need to do that I've found that people have missed over the years and cost them thousands. So this is a money saver for $20. You can't beat it. If you send me proof of purchase at keith@outboarddad.com, I'll give you a free half-hour session over the phone for a limited time. It's a $250 value to help you with a motor you're looking to purchase or a boat with an outboard motor on it you're looking to buy as well, or maybe even a motor you're looking to rebuild or work on. I love the comments that you guys are sending. Love the emails you guys are sending, helping you get your rebuilds done. A couple of people are doing their own rebuilds now. Never thought they could before. You can do this stuff. Don't let fear prevent you from rebuilding your motor. Why not? What do you have to lose? If nothing else, you get a great learning experience for the next one that you rebuild. And there's plenty of used outboard motorists, especially the two-strokes, that are out there you can pick up cheap enough that you can keep rebuilding until you get it right and you have that motor that you can enjoy out on the water. Today's video is brought to you by the Ansell MR500 diagnostic tool for your four-stroke Yamaha motor. And soon, stay tuned, I'm going to be getting the Mercury one so that we can do some tests on a couple Optimax and a couple fuel-injected Mercs that I have here. And we're going to compare it to my old Mercury scan tool. We'll see which is better. Let's get this motor going. So where we were left off last time, we got everything lubed up. We got our crankshaft bearings lubed up. So now we just have to line everything up and put it in place here. I'm going to take my nice clean rags off of this. Always keep it covered when I'm not in the shop. Just in case, say, I come reach something off the shelf or something and boom, it drops in there, or dirt or whatever gets in there. I want to keep it nice and clean. So there's a couple pins here I'm going to show you up close and personal that those center bearings have to line up on. And then I'm probably going to put the cover on the bottom and put a couple bolts in it. Let's give you a little better shot here. All right, so the bottom cover has the seal in it that goes over, have a whole gasket set, seals and everything. So we're probably going to put that on just to make sure everything stays aligned. But see these pins here? There's one here and there's one here. Yep, should be able to see that. These bearings have to line up on there on our crankshaft. So our crankshaft here we have nice and covered up as well. And you can see here there's a hole here on this bearing and there's a hole over here on this one. So that has to line up. So what I'm going to do is, this crankshaft's got a little bit of weight to it, and it's also a little slippery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate these down, and there is a little line here across where that lined up before here. So I'm going to try and gauge that line to be perpendicular, level, I don't know, and see if I can do that. There's a line on this one too. I'm going to see if I can line them up so they're both pretty much kind of level, and I'm going to try and just drop this into place. Now we did clean all these areas out and everything when we cleaned the block, so we know this is ready to go. So let's see, it's got a little weight to it, so not as young as I used to be, so don't laugh too hard, and we'll see if we can get this in place. So our top bearing has a groove in it that's not lining up, so let me pick it back out. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. We just rotate that a little bit. And let's get this again, make sure I'm lined up. Let's see how many times it takes. It's like how many licks to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Let's see here. There we go. So notice I also have my seals, my center seals. I have all the gaps at the top. They got a little rotated, so I'm just making sure they're at the top here. Got my glove caught in there. Now I did get a little lube in each one of these. We'll probably add a little more as well. This way, if they're at the top, we're better chance. So let me bring you in a little closer here so you can see what I'm trying to line up. I'm not sure if you can see from here. Maybe I'll shine the light on it. But there's a little wear mark kind of line where the bearing was before on both of these. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm just going to lift up the left side of the crank just a little bit, just take a little weight off of it and try and turn this. Of course, I'm trying to just take a little weight off. There we go. And then rotate this, because there is a little mark there of where it was before. Of course, I can't see it now. There it is. So I'm trying to catch that hole, and I think I got that one. Feels like I might have it. Sometimes I'll take a rag, and because it's slippery, and just turn this a little bit because I can't really grip it. And I can feel the hole, feel it catching on that hole. And now we'll try to get the other one lined up. And I can feel it lock in the hole there. All right. So I thought I had it lined up, but we did not. So I'm going to try something else now, because I went back and forth with it. I'm going to pull these bearings halves back off and see if I can get the half bearing in there first and then fish the wire around after. I haven't had to do this before, but man, these don't want to line up for some reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the half with the hole in it and put it in here and get it lined up. Remember, we greased these up really good last time, or oiled them up. See, that snapped into place. Put the bearing in. So the key is there's a wire that goes around it to hold them together. I don't know if I'll be able to get the wire in there afterwards. Haven't had to do it this way before, but you never know. Things change, and you have to do things different sometimes. So maybe this will work, maybe it won't. Maybe one of you out there is going, that ain't gonna work, because you've tried it before. Now that one went right in. So now, get our clips ready. Now let's drop it in, see how this goes. Oh, okay, there's a, I'll spin this around, there's a spot for that bearing. There we go. Wait a minute, something's not right here. Let me put these bearings aside and take this back out again because I'm missing something. It wasn't that, that's for sure. So it's something that's not lining up here properly. Ah, I see. There's a pin in the top. I would show you, but there's a pin in the top of this top bearing carrier that I had down, and it needs to go in the slot here. So basically it's my fault. Let's put it together now. I need to line up my sealing rings. And hopefully this is the last time. Boy, that went a lot smoother. Now I want to turn these pins here on the upper sealing bearing. So they're where they need to go. All right, now the key is, are we going to be able to get these wires in? We should be able to, theoretically. Maybe not. Maybe I'm kidding myself. And maybe since I know now what my problem was, yeah, because that's not going in there. All right, back to square one. I don't mind doing it twice, 3 times, 4 times to do it right. Let's put that back. I wonder why that won't go in there. Funny, you think it should. Anyway, let's do it one more time. Put our bearings back together. So this lines up and goes into place pretty well, so I think that's okay. So we'll start with this one. Now let's get this one in place. Line up my sealing rings again. Make sure my pins are in the right place this time. And let's try this one more time. All right. This should be good for doing curls. Get these pins right. All right, now we should be able to work those as I did before, as I started to show you before. And it drops right into place. All right, so now that that's set, I'm gonna, let's see, I probably need to mix up some more of my Famous lube. Yes, I do. Really short on that. So let me get some Famous lube mix. We'll mix it up, and then we'll get ready to continue the reassembly. My Famous lube mix is not really mine. Just like most things, I copied it off of somebody that knows more than me. And a gentleman taught me this many years ago. And what I do is I take Shell Rotella 15W40 diesel oil. Okay, it is a reason that I use that. So it has the highest content of zinc and phosphorus of any of the oils that's out there. And what I've found is it's actually exactly like what they call break-in oil. Now, years ago in the 90s, the government passed regulations to take half of the zinc and the phosphorus out of the oils in the automotive industry. The theory was that it was affecting the catalytic converters, and because it was affecting the catalytic converters, we were screwing up the emissions in the country, so they wanted to do that. Maybe a good reason, maybe a bad reason, I don't know. I guess you could argue, how is it getting in the catalytic converter if it's in the crankcase? But I guess as cars get older and burn oil, it's going to get in there. I don't know. I'm not here to debate the politics over it. But the bottom line is these machine shop guys had issues with camshafts on their racing motors first. And then they had some other issues with motors, and the cam companies, I think it was Crane Cams and Competition Cams, did a bunch of research, and they're the ones that discovered it through their scientists, and the government apparently didn't tell anybody about it, and I guess the oil companies kind of kept it hush-hush. Anyways, it's not a problem on a new engine because it's already broken in, so that's how they came out with break-in oil, right? Something else to charge you for that you have to do when you do your new motor. Crane Cams and the other cam companies have a special builder's lube now that has a higher zinc and phosphorus in it. So if you buy the right oil, I mix it up with the white lithium. This way I make like a little slurry out of it, and it really sticks to all the parts. It gets the good chemicals in there, and it aids in break-in as well. So I'm going to go ahead and mix some of this up, and this way we'll be ready for our next episode where we're going to start. We have to clean all the pistons, right? We're going to probably clean them all up and get them ready to go. I might put the first one in just to show you the process, and that'll probably be the one that we oversized. So please like, subscribe, send any comments that you have. Remember, this video is brought to you by the Ansel MR500 diagnostic tool. If you have a Yamaha, Suzuki, or soon to be Mercury, I'm supposed to be getting that Mercury tool soon. I'm excited to test it. And we're going to tear down that Suzuki next. We're going to finish this. We're going to put this back together. I know I have a couple guys out there that like some longer videos, so my next video I'm just going to let the camera run and let my mouth run, which is another thing that just runs on its own sometimes. And we're going to just finish putting all this back together and get this ready for Brad. So please like, subscribe, send any comments that you have, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a great day.